Hello friends, welcome to JQuery tutorial. In this video, we will see how to use JQuery toggleClass method. So here we will be adding the new button, show or hide title, and this button will toggle the display of the title. When the title is displayed, it will hide the title, and when title is in hidden state, clicking the button will display the title. So now we will see how to use the toggle class and achieve this effect. The call to toggle class method takes the class name as a parameter. So class name, we can define it in the CSS class, and you can provide that class to the toggle class method. So the CSS rule will help in hiding the display, and by making the class attribute in the HTML element, we can control the display of the specific element. So the toggle class adds or removes the class alternatively based on the current state. Say for example, let us consider the paragraph, and if the paragraph tag contains a class attribute called ABC, when you make a call to toggle class, it will hide the attribute ABC. And if the class attribute ABC is not there, when you make a call to toggle class, it will display that attribute, or it will add that attribute. So this way you can flip certain effects based on CSS rule. Alright, so this method is useful to perform toggle based effect. So that's what we are going to do here in this example, right? We want to display the header title, and we want to hide the header title. So it is based on the current state. So when the header is displayed, it will get hidden. When it is hidden, it will get displayed. And we achieve that by toggling the class attribute for the heading tag. In our example, we will add 4 headings for each paragraph and toggle its display. While adding the button, we will keep it outside the div tag so that it will not be highlighted. That means if you see here, we already have some buttons, right? And these buttons are affected by the highlight, right? When you select or when you click the tight button, a border will be drawn around the tight button. So if we place our new button inside this div tag, then that button will also get highlighted. To avoid that, we will place the new button outside the div tag. Why? Because our existing JavaScript query selects all the button inside the div tag or inside the element identified by the text style ID. Our first change is adding the heading tags. If you see here, H2, title 1, title 2, like that, we are adding multiple H2 elements before the paragraph tag. So that's the change we will make on the HTML file. Then we will add a button, and the button is identified by title flip, and we name the button as show or hide title. So when you click this button, it will alternate the display of these heading tags. And if you look at the CSS, here we defined a CSS rule for hide heading. Then here we are using the style display and we are keeping it as none. Suppose if you apply this class attribute for the paragraph, right, when the HTML is rendered, it will not display this paragraph because display none is set. And when you remove the class attribute, then the paragraph will be displayed. The same technique we are going to do for these heading tags, and we will do that by means of the click event for this specific button. So if you look at here, these are all the existing code, and here we will add a click event handler for this new button. And if you look at here this time, since we know that we can directly use the shorthand method instead of using on method, here we are using the click method. And here is the handler function, and in the handler function we are picking all the h2 tag. So this $h2, that's the selection, right? It will pick all the h2 element in the document. Then dot tag class hide headings, right? So the class attribute will be added and removed based on this toggle class. When the attribute is present, it will be removed. When it is not there, then it will be added. So the effect is the title will get displayed or hidden based on this button click and the current state of the title. Alright, now let's go to the demo and see how this is working. First, we will go to our jQuery events HTML and add the button. Right, so the button is added here, show or hide title. So here we will keep on adding the heading. This is the first heading. Before the paragraph, we are adding the headings. Title 1. So that's all the code change. Now we will have a run and see. So if you see, now we have title 1, title 2, title 3 displayed, right? So all 4 titles we displayed here. Now when we click this, we have to show and hide the title. For that, first we need a CSS to hide the title. So we just added hide headings, and in that we are using the CSS rule display none. We have a separate course for CSS, and if you need, you can watch our playlist to watch all the videos on the CSS. Alright, anyhow, here we are using the display attribute to none, so that whenever this class attribute is added to an HTML element, that specific HTML element will be hidden. Alright, now let's go to the jQuery and we will perform the title tag. Right, the code was already explained, and if you see title flip, that's the button which we added outside this div. Right, why? Because inside the div, if you add we will be adding the current button effect when the button is clicked. That's why we kept this title flip outside the div tag, so that border will not be drawn around this button when user clicks it. Alright, here we are learning the use of a toggle class. Let's go ahead and run this HTML. You see the title is hidden, and when I say show, the title will be shown, right? Let's go ahead with the type mode, and you can see that clearly, right? That's all. Just now you saw the demo. Thank you for watching. Bye.